Here with Rachel Portman at tonight's BMI Film and Television Music Awards. And Rachel, let me just ask you, as the winner of the Richard Kirk Award, what does this mean to you?
Well, it's an enormous honour to be given this award by BMI because, well, it means so much because it's from musicians, which you can't get a more important award, I don't think, than being awarded by your peers, really. So it really especially means a lot to me.
And of course, as you know, you're the first woman to receive the Richard Kirk Award, and I wonder if that has any special meaning for you as somebody who has sort of been a groundbreaker in many ways over the last couple of decades.
Well, it's very special. I never think of myself as a female composer, but just as a composer when I write. And it is a huge honor to be the first woman, but I hope I'm the first of many.
That's great. And, you know, one of the things about your career over the years is that you have, especially in recent years, done more than just films and television. You've broken out into the classical arena and into theater and opera. Can you talk a little bit about the sort of broadening of your musical career in recent years?
Well, I think it's, for me, very important to challenge myself, and I'm always curious to find out about new forms of music, and in particular interested in working with the voice. And I've learned an awful lot in the last few years about, working, in opera and musicals, and I feel I've really broadened my experience in writing and knowing how to write, and it's something that I'll always have with me. I think film is and always will be my first love, and my greatest as well.
Do you have any favorite scores out of the many that you've done over the years, or is it sort of too much of a challenge to try to choose one or two or three?
Well, it's funny when you finish a score and you think, oh, maybe I think that was my favorite, but it's over the test of time that I look back and I think, well, I think I'm pretty fond of Cider House, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm really fond of the film as well. So I think that's the one that at the moment, is most dear to me.
What are you working on now? What have you just finished, and what's ahead for you?
I've just finished a film called Never Let Me Go, which is going to be released in the autumn with Kerry Mulligan in it. And I'm just about to start a film called The Snowflower and the Secret Fan with Wayne Wang.
And as I recall, you worked with Wayne Wang before.
Yeah, I have. This will be the fourth time, I think. Yeah.
And can you talk for a little bit about the relationship between a director and a composer, and what each of them has to bring to the party in order to maximize the value of music?
I think the most important thing between a director and a composer is communication, because music it's an abstract thing, and it's very important that the director really understands what it is that you're going to be writing, and so you give them a chance to completely get familiar with what you're doing. And then I think it's important for a composer to learn from a director as well, not to impose their own ideas too much, but so that it can be a fusion of both. And certainly in my job as film composer, you have to have very little ego, and be very flexible about changing things, and very happy to work with lots of very different people and lots of different ideas coming in from different people as well, not only the director on a film. So it's about listening to all those voices and deciding what everyone really means by something, because it's tricky.
And did it take you a long time to sort of reach a point where you were comfortable with that? It seems like you're playing psychologist half the time.
It really does, yeah. Yeah, I think it does take time, and I think, experience really helps. It really does, and because you can get in a panic about things because it is stressful and there's very little time, and I'm grateful for the experience I have now behind me, because I can see the wood for the trees a bit more. That's the right way around. Yeah.